In this episode of the post-round dump, we ask the real questions motorsport media won't answer. Should time-certain finishes be sent to the Shadow Realm? Does Wood coming into Brown hurt? Are Austin and Cam Hill related? And is the Silkworm our new supercars overlord? Stay tuned to find out on post-round dump QR code paperclip edition. Bring the intro.
Just pluck her in first, go some jam, fuck yeah.
The big guns come out.
Don't be a smarty about it, or you're going to win one championship.
Centigrades now.
Fuck yeah. Can't start it.
Alright, buckle up legends, I'm Macca, your resident supercar shit yarner, and this is the post-round dump QR code paperclip edition. With an Ipswich welcome, let's debrief the chaos with zero professionalism and maximum tyre deck. Let's get to the news.
The latest news delivered late. This is the pre-round dump.
Sound check. In a surprise that shocked absolutely everyone, AHU co-host and former E-Col ambassador Scott Mince and Cheese Pie is joining the big cunts in commentary this weekend. Toyota has dropped a teaser of their new race engine for 2026. It sounds the tits, but it looks like they spent all the money on the engine and could only afford to film it on a Nokia 2280. Post-round dump has exclusively leaked behind-the-scenes footage of the filming. Toyota, Walkinshaw, if you need someone to film your engine, just give me a call, mate. And once again, a touch of Hollywood this weekend, with Cars 2 star Mark Winterbottom also joining the commentary team. A few new liveries this round. Matt Stone Racing copied Premier Racing's homework, Brad Jones Racing designed their livery in Microsoft Paint, and BRT went full bush, and Erebus was inspired by the Rolling Stones hit song, Painted Black. Speaking of Erebus, head dominatrix Betty Klemenko announced a new self-funded, unfiltered documentary about the history of Erebus. Nothing screams honest transparency like a self-funded piece of media. I mean, imagine if like a team owner also owned a media outlet and wrote one-sided articles about the whole... That concludes the news. We'll be back after this short message.
Tom Randall always dreamed of flying high. But first, he had to qualify. His journey will take him on an adventure like no other. He finds new lifelong friends and dares to cross the line into the unknown against the devilish Dotto. Follow his journey in the new Pixar film, Up, the Tom Randall Story.
Practice 1 lasted 3 minutes before Penrite decided to do some guerrilla marketing by dropping a cheeky bottle on the track and causing a red flag. Well played, Penrite. Anyway, the Silkworm Feeney was on a mission. The Toowoomba Seagull, Will Brown, kept it all Chevy top 6 while Ford was basically asking, what is pace? Tickford sounded like they'd already given up. Bless their cotton socks. In the end, the Silkworm prematurely spread his silky goo by going fastest in P1. Practice 2 was pretty uneventful compared to P1's oil spill shenanigans, but once again the Red Bull bros dominated. Ryan Wood was all like, hold my beer for a little bit, but the Bills came rolling back. The whole top 10 was tied in a Jetstar seat, but in the end it didn't even matter. The Toowoomba Seagull edged the Silkworm, preventing him from spreading his silky goo once again. Q1 was pure chaos, 26 cars trying to get a perfect new tyre run and nearly turned the main straight into an absolute banger race, 3 wide, as Scaife said aroused. Will Davison and James Golding got absolutely screwed with Davison missing the flag by 50 metres. Ugh. Then the Silkworm spread his silk to summon the rain for Q2. Curiously, everyone started on slicks because why not live dangerously? Mostert did a pirouette into turn 1 and blamed track gunk. Classic race driver yarn. The Toowoomba Seagull went full ballet with a spectacular spin. 10 out of 10 for dramatic flair. And then boom, rain. This ignited Richie Stanaway's power, putting him near the top. But ultimately, the Silkworm snagged his 12th pole. Shout out to Master Bates, who pulled off a respectable 13th. Respect. Before the race even started, Chaz Mostert's brakes decided to play a fiery game of who can explode first. At the start, the Silkworm yeeted himself into the lead like a grease pig at a county fair, but then ran over his own silky goo and boulder wide at turn 2, allowing the set Toowoomba Seagull a sniff at the first place chippies. The rest of the field collectively lost their minds. It was like a toddler's birthday party but with more expensive crashes. Moments before pitting on lap 20, the Brad Jones Racing Camaro of Macca Jones slowed with a transaxle issue stuck in first gear. They technically fixed it by getting it stuck in fourth instead. Good work. Then Temu Will Ferrell locked up into the last corner and yeeted himself into the gravel after slipping on someone's oil. Mostert, ever the emotionally supportive bloke, spun in sympathy. Naturally, this brought out a safety car and the return of the painful exercise that strikes fear in every supercars fan: the time-certain finish. In the end, the absolute menace known as the Silkworm crossed the finish line, still basically untouchable, and ripped his silky goo of success all over the Sprint Cup trophy. The reign of terror continues. All hail the great Silkworm. May he spread his silky victory over us punters. Amen. In race 16, the Silkworm got caught in a jump start scandal that even his protest couldn't fix. 5 seconds added to his pit stop for being a naughty boy. The race started with more drama than your average reality TV show, featuring flying Camaros and cars getting cozy with gravel traps. With the track drying up, Stanaway's wet weather prowess was draining away. Premier need to invest in a water tanker to follow him around or some shit. That's the only way they're gonna win at the moment. The pit stops happened and the Silkworm's penalty officially demoted him behind the Toowoomba Seagull. Now in the lead, the Seagull managed to hold off the Silkworm's desperate attempts to reclaim that Suki goo of glory. He finally broke his winless streak, which was starting to feel a bit longer than the dry spell of a 40-year-old virgin. Special mention to Forward, who went from a forward to softwood after an early pit stop. Still, he improved from 24th, so semi-wood? In Sunday qualifying, Tickford had a shocker with both Waters and Randall getting the boot in Q1. Cobra Kai was also eliminated, proving that yesterday's hero is today's benchwarmer. Master Bates had morning glory at the top before Anton Longname set a blistering pace, narrowly beating the Silkworm, with Master Bates coming in third. Good effort. And the top 10 shootout, Wood dumped a huge load by setting a brilliant early benchmark. Master Bates, fresh off his qualifying stunner, proved that he wasn't just a one-pump chump. Mossett blamed his rubber, which is exactly what my dad said during my conception. The Silkworm saw Wood's time, pulled a hold my beer, and spanked the entire field with his sticky go of success. Anton was the last to go out, but come on. He ultimately bowed to the new lord of the goo. In race 17, the Silkworm led the charge. Then Mother Nature pissed herself, causing spectators to scramble for umbrellas, and the cars on track to do the cha-cha. James Courtney tried wet tyres, immediately regretted it, and pulled a U-turn on his strategy. The rain stopped, and the pit stops began. The Toowoomba Seagull passed Bush Koseki on cold tyres, a bold move, like wearing socks with Crocs. And probably might have caused some awkward scenarios in the little podcast they're doing. Still, I'm kind of disappointed, guys. Browning of the Bush just sounds a lot better than Lucky Dogs, just saying. Anyway, moving on. Cameron Kirk found the gravel trap's comfy spot, bringing out a safety car. Waters, Allen and Heimgartner went full big brain on strategy, giving them a going ticket to the top. But then Silkworm, the Lord himself, went on a warpath, ensuring nobody was safe. Cameron Hill decided to bang Master Bates on the front straight, Enforcer style. The Sith Lord himself got a penalty for letting the head fall through him. Then Wood came into Brown, causing red mist from the number 1 Camaro. And Mostert got a penalty for being too friendly with Pasquale's bumper. In the end, the Silkworm spread a huge load of silky success goo to take the win, with Wood as second and Allen third. Good effort from those two. Post-round dump will continue after this short message.
This is Trev, and he suffers from supercars withdrawal syndrome, or SWS for short, a condition manifested as a byproduct of the large gaps between V8 supercars rounds. It affects his everyday doings.
We were at the supermarket the other day, just getting some bread and milk, just your basic shop, and he tried to dive bomb someone in IL8. Tried to claim he's the B pillar. Yeah, is there even a B pillar on a supermarket trolley?
Not only is this condition affecting his everyday doings, it's affecting his family and his friends.
Bloke's been going through a bit of a hard time, and I just thought I'd, give him some support and let him know I have his back. So I went to go give him a hug, and he gave me a pit lane penalty for aggressive contact.
With just one follow, like, and or subscribe of Post Round Dump, you can help Trev manage his life with SWS.
With the racing out of the way, strap in, Trev's about to warm up the toaster. It's now time for Inbred of the Round, endorsed by the legends at Inbreds and Supercars Threads. Some say that he does a weekly grocery shop at Repco, and that he ejaculates Penrite 10W40. All we know is that he's Toasty Trev. Take it away, mate. Alright, dickheads. Inbred of the Round goes to none other than the Sith Lord himself, Cam Hill. So we're halfway down the bloody main straight, and Cam Hill decides to switch the bloody open multiplayer lobby mode, punting old fucking Master Bates into the grass track. Twice. The bloke's already run at him with the road bloody once, and just for good measure gives him another shove like he's trying to push out a Commodore with that battery. This isn't a school playground where you can just punch someone and go home. You're doing 260 k's an hour, you bald muppet. Then afterward, Hill's all like, oh yeah, I didn't mean to knock him off. I'll go say sorry because we played paddle tennis together. Oh well, in that case, mate, just try not to commit vehicular manslaughter and fucking homicide next time you're upset, eh? You wouldn't want to lose your doubles partner. And the best part is, even his own team boss called it one of the silliest things I've seen in a car for a wall. When your own boss throws you under the bus, maybe that's when you know you fucking cooked it. Toasty Trev out. Thanks, Toasty Trev. Insightful as ever. So what did we learn this round? Time certain finishes should be set to the shadow round. Wood coming in brown can, in fact, sometimes hurt. Austin Hill and Cam Hill are spiritually related. And the Silkworm is our new supercars overlord. All hail the Silkworm. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment, and next stop to Ben. See you then. Have fun. Kick ass.
Just plucked her in first, gave some jam, fuck yeah.
The big guns come out.
Don't be a smarty about it. Look, you're going to win one championship.
Centigrades.